What is up, DG? What's up, man? You at work? Yeah. I'm kind of... You know, it's this internet thing, man. I'm having to sit back and just kind of keep an eye on it, you know? What's going on? I might be in and out a whole lot. I mean, hell, I guess we get to the grits and bacon, motherfucker. You know, it's been a few days since everyone came back. When I mean everyone, I mean Mars. He's been oh wow, yeah. Look, he's been making video after video after video. Starting to use some pretty big words out there. I started to call this episode Memoirs of a Memoir from a Memoir. And I was like, nah. Let's be funny. Let's be chill. Let's call it MemoirWRLD, right? Look, he's back so hard, nobody's here watching. I said, damn, is he live or something? So anyway. I don't know, I ought to. I feel like it. Not to say that I'm being ungrateful or perhaps, you know, it's his choice how he wants to feel about me. I was shocked from his activity the other day, from that first video. Okay, it was really good. And then he ends up putting out another one. Another video. The damn thing was so damn long, I couldn't even get through it. Real talk. He got to the part where he was putting his beanie on. I said, uh-oh. When he puts that beanie on, you women, y'all ladies are in trouble. Somebody about to get, in the words of Chris Edwards, somebody's about to get eaten out. Okay? So yeah, I stopped at his other video, the part 2. It was looking good, sounding good, everything was good, whatever. But then I was like, man, this thing is just too fucking entirely long. I can't sit through this. Like, I sat through a lot of it anyway. And then he made another video today. And then he made another little video. He went to that bar, the one where he had the damn honky-tonk hoedown or whatever. Yeah, he went back there, back to the scene of the crime. So he's out and about. But what really got me was, and you know, we're not on here to brag or boast or talk about what we do or whatever, but I feel like he at least owes me a little bit of gratitude for being this instrumental and detrimental to his online shenanigans. So I was feeling charitable, and I cashed apped him $10 last night. And I put as a message, thank you for the great shows. I'm still blocked. He still won't talk to me, which is fine. You know, he ain't got to do all that. But he shouted out the podcast clips, the greatest podcast clips ever in the universe. Thanks for the help. I figured he'd at least throw me a bone and be like, hey, yo, shout out to Cree, man. Thanks, man. That was unexpected. That was random. You know, appreciate it. Because I felt like he earned it. And he didn't even say shit. So, Mars, I think I'm going to go into my Cash App as of right now, and I'm going to request that money back. I'm sure it's long gone. The beers you shown on camera tonight was probably funded by Mr. Clips and I, which is fine. You worked for it, right? Yeah, no, not no more. If he can't give us a shout out on the donos, no more. No fucking more, guy. I didn't send you money to extort you and say you got to come up. I just wanted a nice little thank you letter. Kind of like I acknowledge, you know, or he acknowledges, you know. So how do I go back to request money back on Cash App? Let's be petty. Here we go. Now, it's probably long gone, but you will acknowledge me, Mars. This I know. Let's see. Completed. So he cashed out. Reported issue. Should I hit reported issue? Let's see. I sent the wrong person money. I think I'll go with that one. There we go. Next. All right. All right. I requested $10 back from Mars because he's ungrateful and he's back to normal. So, with that pending, we're going to see how far this goes. Yeah. And then you know what, guys? If you want to, I don't know how well this damn signal's going to keep up. But we can go ahead and finish this video because I got some stuff to do anyways. I'm going to be in and out. Let's see. MemoirWRLD. Oh, and then this other one, the sometime before detox, I have that video. It's already uploaded, I think. Or maybe I got the thumbnail or something. Hang on, let's see where we was. Oh, but his third one, it was funny as shit. He did that one thing where he was like, that girl was fucking hot. He said that again. That was so cool. Alright, so, man, guys, I hope y'all brought a snack. Because this boy was not fucking with y'all tonight. Hold on. Let's see what this main said. Memoirs of a Jackass. Uh-oh. When that beanie come on, them panties falling off, ladies. Look, that man said,
you know, benzos, like long-term benzo use, like, a lot of people have, like, problems with memory and concentration. And I was looking up, like, the symptoms of benzo withdrawal. And it, like, causes, like, really mild brain damage. Like, it damages, like, the outer layers of your brain. Like, it goes away. Like, it heals over...
Power fucked his grandpa. There we go. Mr. Michael?
Yeah, it's, like, fuck, I still have problems.
I gotta fuck with you, Mr. Michael.
Like, now, like, when I, like, clean my house...
I wanted to do this last time I seen you.
Like, for some reason, every time, I can only clean half of it.
Alright, there we go.
I'm like that kid and like.
Thank you for doing the hibbity dibbity with everyone's relatives and whatnot.
Like,
Thank you, Mr. Michael.
A spaceship, but you can never finish anything, and you'd always like never put the bathroom in there.
Yeah. Now, okay. Notice the beer cup behind him. I'm not sure if there's beer in it or not. But where does he come from with this whole Jimmy Neutron story? I haven't watched cartoons in probably 30, 40 years. I mean, just think about that for a minute. Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, it was a thing. So hard to tell a story. So anyway, like, I'm in this detox place, and like, they're giving me this. So they start like giving me. So they're giving me this. They're giving me Ativan, 4 milligrams. I think the first, like, when first day, they gave me 2.
Oh yeah, and I failed to mention, as we were going over, or as I was going over the saga he's put out, right? This, guys, is the story he's telling us about the time he went to the detox clinic. We're starting to get the middle of it, the meat and potatoes, okay? He's explaining all that on these videos. Yeah.
And then the next day, they gave me 4 milligram, or 1 4 milligram. And then the third day, the second day, they started giving me just hydroxyzine, which is like a non-narcotic anti-acute anxiety anti-anxiety medicine. It's like related to Benadryl, just like stronger. And so I'm getting that, and
yeah.
The nurses there were just like assholes too. Like, they were like just like, what the fuck do you want? Get the fuck out of my face. Kind of that attitude.
He's going to be real thrilled when he gets that memo that I requested my refund on Cash App from last night.
And yeah, it was just It's just really boring, and the food had no flavor.
What it do, Grizzle?
Like, so they give us like meatballs with rice and like some vegetables or whatever, and then like the next day they would reuse the meatballs. That basically just tastes like microwave meatballs with rice and vegetables, no salt, no seasoning, no condiments, just really bland.
And then look, I'm not sure if I'm jumping the gun, but he left the detox because the woman was a bitch to him. He said some woman.
Bland taste. Like like the food at a high school is better, and I can only eat like just a small amount of that. Like just seeing people around me eat it, it was just like how, you know. And yeah, there was only one there for benzos. Majority of the people there were on out or using alcohol. There was some very small minority using fentanyl, um, meth. Maybe I didn't see any. Um, and yeah, so like the last night I was there, I went to sleep early, of course. Wake up at like 2 a.m. The longest fucking night
Ooh,
ever.
nice.
And then like
That looks Bombay.
this one dude comes in at like 2 in the morning, and like he's just like talking really loud.
Yeah, look, let me hook y'all up because this ain't showing no justice. The good stuff's in the next video. Hang on. Where's he at? Yeah. Police and betrayal.
It's like, all right, so this is part 3. This episode is brought to you by Podcast Clips, the #1 clip channel in the world.
This was not a paid advertisement.
And this guy really helped me out. So this is part 3 of the benzodiazepine story. So anyway, I go to the rehab center after I go to the detox center, and so yeah, I go to the rehab center, and I'm in a room with like 5 dudes, you know. Got everybody some packs of cigarettes, and tried to force them to clean the place, and they didn't.
Okay, now, did he say he tried to coerce people with packs of cigarettes to clean the place? Or did the clinic coerce everyone else into getting cigarettes to clean the place? I don't know. He kind of said that really weird.
Do it, of course. And yeah, that's pretty crazy. Most of them had ankle bracelets, but not me. So yeah, I met a lot of cool guys in there too. Like people were like trying to get me to like get their phone number and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I left too abruptly and too early, you know, because the bitch that ran the she didn't own the place or anything, but she ran the place.
Okay.
She gave me an attitude, and I got pissed and left. So
that's why he left, guys. He left because someone hurt his fee-fees. Hang on. It gets better.
I would, like, if you got the money and you got like the Medicare and all that, I would not go to a state-run rehab. I would only go there if there's no other option. Yeah, I mean, like, you can pay for it. The thing about it is, like, you can pay for it with Medicaid, Medicare, and but the way I got to go was I gave them all my pay stubs, and like somehow that paid for it, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, and then I had to the dude I was working for was super mad at me, and I had to like get a hold of him to get me the pay stubs, and yeah, that was rough. But yeah, so I'm in there 3 days. I leave. There is this like, so like the chick that were in that place was complete bitch, but like there's this hot chick, right, working at the front desk,
She was fucking hot.
you know, and like I was thinking about like like I don't know, man, trying to get her to come back to the room, that probably would not have
Oh,
went over well, like. But anyway, yeah, I'm like just there. I leave, and so when I get back,
so did he like nonchalantly joke about finagling one of the hot girls that works at the clinic to come back to the room?
right, I am like, I get back there, and the day I leave, right, um, uh,
What
I gotta
happened?
get the story over with. It's so hard, like, it's like, yeah, I went to rehab, I got out, felt terrible, and that's it. But it's like not like detailed enough to make a episode about. But anyway, I get there within a couple days, like I'm like just feeling like completely like terrible. It starts to set in. And when I was at the rehab, right, when I was starting to get the migraines, like day 2 or whatever, I started to realize, because like I went there and like when I was like coming off it, right, I thought, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be so bad. It's gonna be over within a week, and I'll be able to go to back to work in 2 weeks, and that just didn't happen. I started to realize that this is going to be a really long term thing, and I'm probably just now coming off of it. And I get back, and I'm just feeling terrible. And like I said in the other episode, like I'm hallucinating. It's just awful, right? And so about a week in, or no, 2 weeks in, right? I can't take it anymore. I'm tapping out. I go to the liquor store. I get 240s, and I just I like I'm trying to like I drink alcohol, and what that does is it stops the withdrawal symptoms for a little while. And I got out. I remember I went on Cree's show. I don't know why I did that. Like, definitely wasn't in the right mind state. Wasn't in the right mind state to make a YouTube video. Went on there, said some and then later on, and age, and then sadness, and it's just complete misery. You're just pretty much like bipolar kind of, but you don't have the mania. You're just miserable and really miserable. And so I'm drinking. I drink 240s. Or I'm drinking while I'm on the live. I go live. I'm drinking while I'm on the live, and it's getting bad, right?
Oh, oh yeah,
Start crying.
damn,
I never
man.
cry,
That'd be cool to get Dan on, dude. I wonder if he's even still alive.
but for some reason I start crying. I think just the emotion from the withdrawal, all the crazy stuff that happened, and then the alcohol just unleashes the beast. And I'm crying. It looks bad. It looks cringe. Gunner, Gunner, or
Oh shit.
partners in crime. Gunner's co-host. He's on. He's watching. I'm like, oh, cool. Will's here, and I'm like, it just looks so bad too. And like, Gunner came on a little bit later, and that's probably because like Partners in Crime was like watching it, and he was probably like, oh man, this guy's crying. Things don't look good. Hey Gunner, you gotta see this guy. This guy's fucking crying. You gotta come on here and check this shit out. It looks so bad too. But he's like, oh, dude, he has like this fucking like East Coast accent, right? And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, I did I used to do stuff, and I got like I got friends that are doing 30 years. And but anyway, like, so all these like haters like just were like so obsessed with like taking Gunner down that like they made up something where like he was talking about the election being rigged, and like YouTube doesn't even check. His channel got deleted, so he's on Rumble now. It's hard to make it on Rumble too. Like, I mean, I was on Rumble, and I don't know. I don't think I can do Rumble. I mean, there's no advertisements. There's no, like, you can pretty much just say whatever you want, and it's just hard to make a fan base on there. Not very many people use it, but I mean, it's kind of like this YouTube alternative. But yeah, so they're watching me. I got trolls in there. I got people laughing, right? Well, I guess I was live for like 4 or 5 hours. I think I blacked out. I think like 45, probably about 45 minutes into the live. I don't know what I did the rest of the live. I mean, some people said I took my shirt off. I don't think I took my shirt off, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm like completely out of my mind. So I end up waking up face down on the couch, right? Got passed out, drunk, fell asleep. I wake up to like just banging on the front door, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Who's banging on my fucking door? Like, what the fuck's going on? I go to the door. I open the door, and there's fucking like 6 cops. It's pitch black outside. And like they're asking me if I was okay or something. I'm like just freaking out, right? I'm freaking out because I think I did something or I like done something, and that's why there's police here. So, and it's just so random too. Like, wake up at 2 in the morning. I'm still kind of drunk. I open the door. There's cops right there, right? And yeah, I'm freaking out, right? And I notice fucking Carlos is right there, you know, and it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? And I just start like, I think I was like yelling at him or something. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Anything, like just freaking out. And they're like, Marcel, we are just here to see if you are okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
Did
And
they say it all theatrical like that and shit?
I'm freaking out, like flailing my arms and shit and yelling at the cops. And then Carlos is like, I'll handle this. I'll handle this. And so we go inside, like the cops leave because, my friend is there. This was like 3 months ago, but yeah, it was trippy. And so we go inside. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is there, what's going on? M. Gray said that you fell asleep on camera and that you are not all right. No, I'm fine. I'm just, I'm drunk. I just passed out drunk. Well, we thought you were on heroin or something. No, I just got drunk. That's it. It's legal. Well, we're just here to see if you're okay. I'm fine, man. I'm not fine, but I'm fine. Like, I'm not dying. So Carlos comes. I don't know. That was weird. He gave me like some coffee and some pipe tobacco too. Um, so yeah, I wake up. I go back to sleep. I'm like, what the fuck is like this? Just like fucking drama, right? Like, just so like unneeded, unnecessary. Like, what? Okay, so go to sleep. I wake up. I'm just like viciously like fucking hungover, right? Viciously hungover. And then like the benzoatrols and the hangover together. It's just and I hit up Carlos that day because I'm like, just really sick, just all stressed out, right? Just 12, 13 months, or like 13, 14 months of just heavy drug addiction to an abrupt stop with all this emotional, just everything just swirling, just this, it all came crashing down like a ball in flames. You know, no job, just got out of the rehab, detox, just all bad. And so I'm hitting him up and I'm like trying to tell him, like, because every time he would come over, he'd be venting to me about, his mental illness and just different things. And, I would listen to him. Wouldn't always give the great advice, but, just did what I could. Always listen to him, right? For hours. I tried to tell him, I ain't doing all right. Like, I feel terrible. This dude, like, just blows the whole thing off. Like, it's just, he kind of just has the mindset, like, well, whatever. Or, like, it just, well, I have real problems, so you don't have, like, that type of shit, right? And then, later on, I, someone, like, this dude was texting me from YouTube, and he was like, hey, there's an audio recording on Guy's channel. And I'm like, what? So this motherfucker recorded the audio of the whole thing and then gave it to a dude that I was beefing with at the time. Now think about it. This would be like if
No.
say,
Mars, no one recorded it but me. It was your phone. It was your stream. You were asleep on the stream during all of this. You pretty much gave me the recording.
me and Birdman were friends, right? Birdman, like me and Birdman are friends, been friends a long time. I go to Birdman's house. Or no, I get a call that Birdman was live. He nodded out on fentanyl on camera. And he's passed out in his house. So I go to his house, because Birdman's not all right, he fucking overdosed on fentanyl. I go to Birdman's house.
What?
And I record the whole thing, the audio of the whole thing, because somebody that doesn't like Birdman calls me, record the whole thing to give it to the guy that doesn't like Birdman, and then the guy that doesn't like Birdman exploits the whole thing.
Look, this is too complex, Mars. You didn't.
It's fucked up. I don't know. I don't get it. But that's my whole opinion on that.
Oh my god.
So like this betrayal happened. Everything I said before. It's rough. So the next month, I'm like completely like just horrible withdrawals. I can't move. I can't do anything. Like every week, it's a different type of symptoms, like just gagging, throwing up, completely sick, cold sweating, hallucinations. For a whole month, I don't do anything. Month 2 happens. Within like a week after month 2, I start getting these terrible anxiety attacks. And it's like around 4 in the morning, right? I just terrible anxiety attack, right? I think I'm gonna have like a seizure or something. Obviously, I'm not, because 25 days passed. I stopped taking benzos. And it's pretty bad, and it's just, I'm freaking out. I go to my girlfriend. I'm like, I think I have a seizure, because my fingertips were going numb. My toes were going numb. Everything was getting white and hazy. When you are having a panic attack, it feels like you're gonna die, even though you're not. Especially when you don't know that you're having a panic attack. I haven't had one in a long time, and when you are having a panic attack, you breathe in and out through your mouth really fast, and you're breathing in more. By that doing that, you're breathing in more carbon monoxide than oxygen, and that can make you faint. Because I felt like I was gonna faint, so I get my girlfriend to take me to the hospital because I'm like freaking out, dude.
Oh
And
God.
I go to the hospital, dude. I'm just like shaking and like I just like can't. I feel like I'm constantly gonna faint. I'm freaking out. We get to the hospital. I tell the lady at the front desk, I'm come off benzos. I think I might be having a seizure. I don't know what's going on. I want to stop. I want to stop. All I wanted was just to stop. Like I just wanted to go to the doctor. If I'm okay, great. Just make this whatever I'm feeling now stop. And you know, I'm telling her that, and she was like, "Okay, can you hold on a second? I'm on the phone." It's like, bitch, I don't have time to hold on. I'm fucking freaking out. I stand back like 10 feet. I'm freaking out. I, it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I'm at an ER. This is emergency. Like, come on. Stand back. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. 10 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by. I sit down. I stand up. Sit down. Stand up. Then finally, nurse comes. Mars, we are ready to see you. So I get up. I go back. They start hooking me up. They ask me questions. She starts hooking me up to like all these things on my heart, my wrist. It checks my heart rate, all that, blood pressure. My heart rate was like 180, 190 BPM. And then the bitch leaves. I was sitting there for like 30 fucking minutes. This thing is like making the little beep, beep. And this is freaking me out because I feel like the thing's gonna go beep, and that stresses me out. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Finally, a doctor comes in. Right? How we doing today? What seems to be the problem, man? I'm like, what? Am I talking to the fucking police? Just comes in, right? Very kind of like cop like like he's like he's like I'm up to no good type of talk, right? Seems to be the problem today, man. I'm like still in this panic attack, right? I'm freaking out, right? Um, I start telling him, I coming off, I've been off benzos, I felt like I was having a seizure or something, and he's asking me questions. I'm telling him like my symptoms, or he was asking me about the withdrawals. I'm telling him like what happened, and like he's like, that doesn't seem like benzo withdrawals to me, and it's just like, cause like I wasn't describing it very accurately. Like I didn't tell him, like I forgot to tell him like I took the Valium that stays in your body for a long time, and they're giving me Ativan because he was like, oh, if you had the benzo withdrawals, you would notice them, within 12 hours. Were you taking any fentanyl? No, I was not taking any fentanyl. Well, how do you know? Well, because I'd be dead. Well, can we do a urinalysis? Yeah, man, that's fine. Okay. Because what you're describing doesn't sound like fentanyl. But so anyway, like how'd you get clean? Well, and I was just like, I, I don't know. It just kind of happened accidentally. It just, the pieces fall where they may. Why do you want to know? Well, I want to know because I want to tell people to motivate them to get, how should tell them, some advice, how you did it. Look, man, I'm freaking out, man. I'm not feeling too good, you know. Listen, I'm proud of you. Why? I'm happy for you. You got clean. Oh, thank you. We're gonna have the nurse come back in here. She's gonna give you a urinalysis, and yeah, um, yeah. Thank you for your time. Thank you, man. Um, so I sit there like 30 more minutes. I'm like having PTSD flashbacks while I like tell these stories. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So anyway, the nurse comes back. I wait another. I wait about a good 2 hour. Like I was in the fucking ER room for like fucking 4 or 5 hours, right? Just everything took so long. And I felt weird too, like telling, like, because all amounted to was a panic attack and a drug test for some reason. Um, but yeah, it kind of felt it was just weird, dude. Because like to them, like I didn't know it, and it was good I went because I always like there's many times where I felt like going to the hospital. I didn't want to do it, you know, unless it was severe, and I it just yeah, I just took the urinalysis. The nurse comes back, their whole tune changes. Um, she starts ripping all the shit off me. And I was like, well, what was on the drug test? She was like, oh, nothing. So yeah, end up leaving the ER. Um, oh yeah, there's another thing. When I was there, the doctor was like, after he he was like, were you taking anything else? Do this, do that. And then he just goes, you should be in school, man. Or you should be in school. Just, I don't know. He kind of made me feel worse, but then he made me feel a little better. I don't know. It was weird. Um, so I leave. This whole second month was just depressing too. It wasn't as physical. It's more like anxiety, intense depression. I try to do things like clean my house. Get so weak and so exhausted, like I couldn't do it. Um, Third month, which we're in now, depression starting to get better. Like, I went into such a deep hole that I had to climb myself out of it, and I'm still doing that now. Kind of why I'm doing YouTube videos and I'm working this part-time job that'll be full-time next week, easy job, not normally what I would normally do. There's no way I could do construction right now, like just waking up at like 4 or 5 a.m. That stress all day, I was like, well, I'm just gonna get a part-time job, an easy part-time job, and do that. Um, and try to get back to somewhat normal. Um, so yeah, I ended up getting a job. Um, and it sucked too, because like second, third month, right? I was looking for a job. Like I found one job at this one place, right? Go to the interview. Supposed to go to work at 9 in the morning the next day. I end up like just that night have just I'm just getting out of well, I'm still like I'm in like the withdrawals, getting out of it, trying to start a new job. And
So he didn't go.
I would stay up all night, wouldn't be able to sleep, couldn't go to the job. Line up interview, couldn't go, interview, couldn't go, interview, couldn't go. Freaking out, right? My sleep schedule get fucked up. I'd either stay up all night, sleep all day, and then there's other phases where I would wake up really early, like my sleep schedule would like just turn, whatever. Finally got a job that worked out. That's good. Get first paycheck this Friday just for 1 week because it pays bi-weekly. But when you start a bi-weekly job, you get paid 1 week, the second week, and then 2 weeks later you get the full 2 week paycheck. But so yeah, that's great. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the benzo withdrawal story. I'll tell the story again later in a later date.
Oh, God. No, we're good. You ain't got to go back through all that again, brother. Well, I want to say this third video was probably the better one between part 2 and 3. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But he's back in action. Ready to tear some shit up. I guess I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks a lot, guys, for everybody that stopped by. Be sure to hit that like. Returning viewers, hit that like too. All right, guys. Have a good Friday, good weekend or something. Maybe I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Love you all. Peace.